ഓടി ടീച്ചറായി പോയി. സാധനം എടുക്കും. ഏതാ വാറ്റ്? അടിപൊളിയാ. കോളേജിന്റെ പുറത്തേക്ക് വേടാ. എന്നാ നീ വേടാ.
Yes, welcome. Data interpretation, and it's all about different graphs, bar graphs, pie charts, line diagrams, basically, and tables. So these are the four basic types of graphs. Those are generally asked, and if there's some different kinds of graphs can be combined or uh, maybe asked, we'll try to take up those also. So this 1188 number question is all about bar graphs. Now, what is given? The revenue and expenditure of four different companies, PQRS, in 2015 are shown in this bar diagram. So this red one is revenue and this blue one is expenditure in million rupees. It's given. If the revenue of company Q in 2015, so revenue of company Q in 2015 was 45 million rupees, was 20% more than that in 2014. That means company Q's revenue in 2014 into 1.2 equals revenue in 2015, that is 45. So I can have the revenue in 2014 for company Q is 45 into 10 by 12, 2625, then 3 to 15, 37.5 it would be. 37.5 was the revenue in 2014. And company Q has earned a profit of 10% on expenditure in 2014. Now, how do we define revenue? Revenue is expenditure plus profit. Now, revenue in 2014 was 37.5. Now, the question asked is, then its expenditure in 2014 was. So, let the expenditure be E, and the profit was 10% on expenditure, that is E by 10. That means 11E by 10. Therefore, expenditure in 2014 would have been 37.5 into 10 by 11. 375 by 11, that is 3, 45 is 4, 0.1 is 09, 34.09 million rupees. So option C, 34.1 fits in. What percentage will be the number of girls in school A? Okay, so these are schools A, B, C, D, E. Out of the total number of girls in all the schools. So this is a line diagram where the light colored, which you can see, showcase number of girls in A. That would be in the midway of 2, 5 and 3, 0. Let's call it 27.5. Then this is B at 40. This is C at 35. This is D between 40 and 45, let it be 42.5. And E is between 30 and 35, let me call it 32.5. Okay, so total come around to 42.5, 40, 35, 32.5 and 27.5. So it is like, okay, it is not 5, these are the actual numbers: 0, 15, 1, 3, 10, 17, 1, 6, 9, 10, 13, 17. So total number of girls in all the 5 schools together is 17,750. Now the question is, what is the percentage of number of girls in school A? So school A was 27.5. So we are looking out for 2750 divided by 17,750 into 100. And the calculator value would be 2750 by 17750 will give 15.49, 15.5% precisely. And if these options are given, 15, 17, 22, 24, will opt for option A, 15%. Okay, a tabular representation, tabular data. A table below shows the number of mobile phones that were sold by the showroom in the years from 2006 to 2010 at different showrooms A, B, C, D, E, F. Answer the below question. How many percentages of mobile phones were sold by showroom E in 2008? 2008 E is 239, less than showroom A in 2010. Showroom A in 2010, 278. That means how much is 239 less than 278 as percentage? 278 minus 239 is how much? 39. Now what is the comparison? In 2008, less than, after then is showroom A in 2010. That means our percentage change 39, the percentage would be calculated on A value in 2010, that is 278. We are looking out for 39 divided by 278 into 100. The calculator value would be 14.02%. That means showroom E 2008 sales was 14% less than showroom A 2010 sales. Option C fits in. Okay, a pie chart. And a pie chart, we know that it's a circular diagram. Different sectors are there, and the area of the total sector is 100%. That is equals to 360 degree, the central angle. So the central angle of all the sector combined should be 360 degree, and as far as percentages are concerned, the total area is 100%. We know the basic thing. So the following pie chart shows the market share of different banks in India. Based on the pie chart, determine the question. So let's read this pie chart first. Let me inflate this for a bit, and can we see the exact percentages what we have? Okay, SBI is 2% market share, BOB is red, that is 34%, BOI 11, Axis is 33, HDFC is 16, and other is 4%. Okay, coming back to the question now we have these percentages. If the value of the market share of BOI, that is 34%, is rupees 4,000 crore, that means 34%. Okay, BOI they are talking about, sorry for the wrong thing. BOI is 11%. 11% is 4,000 crores. Then the market share of BOB is 34, and Axis is 33. So 34 plus 33 equals 67%. We just need the calculator value of 67. If 11 units is 4,000, then 67 units would be 4,000 by 11 into 67, and that would be precisely 4000 into 67 divided by 11, that is 24363. 24363 point something, 24363 features in option A. Again a tabular representation. Marks of 7 different students are given. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All the marks given are out of 100. Answer the question based on the following data. We have different subjects and different students. What are the average marks in operations of all the student operations? It's as simple as that. We just need to find the total and then we need to divide it by 7. Or simple task is, if we can assume something as an average, we can use assumed mean also. If I assume 70 as an average, then 90 minus 70 is 20, 80 70 is 10, 70 70 is 0, 80 70 is 10, 85 is 15, 65 is minus 5, and 50 is minus 20. So 25 gone, we are left with 30. 30 by 7 is 4.28. That means average is 70 plus 4.28, that is 74.28. And there is no option 74, but closest option is 72. So I'll prefer marking on option A. Okay, it looks somewhat like a radar. What does it say? In the question, the sales of TV and laptop in the subsequent year from 2004 to 2009, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, the figure given to you is in million. Okay, based on figure, answer the question. Question is, how many times do the sales of laptop is blue line, is less than the sales of TV? That means how many times the blue dot is below red dot. Blue dot is below red dot. That is what we just need to find on this radar. That's it. Blue dot is below, that means towards the center. Here blue dot is below red dot. Here blue dot is above. Here blue dot is above. Here blue dot is below, that means towards the center. And here also blue dot is below the red dot towards the center. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, 4 years sale of laptop is less than sale of TV. We would go for option D, that is 4. Okay, a bar diagram again. The total revenue of a company during 14 to 18 is shown in the bar graph. This is revenue. Revenue means income. What comes in. If the total expenditure of the company in each year is 500 million, so revenue is equals to actually expenditure plus profit. Then the aggregate profit or loss on the total expenditure of the company during 14 to 18. Now, how much is the revenue? Revenue this year is 500. This is 7. Okay, this is 800. This is 600. And this is 400. So 10, 25, 30. So total revenue in these 5 years is 3,000. Total expenditure in these 5 years is 500 into 5. Every year the expenditure is 500 million. That is 2500. That means profit earned in these 5 years is 500. Now the question, how much is the aggregate profit, that is 500, on the total expenditure of the company? Total expenditure is 2500 into 100. That comes to 20% profit. Company is having 20% profit on expenditure. The aggregate profit over 5 years over his expenditure is 20%. That means company have earned 20% over its expenditure. Option C fits in. The profit shares of two company P and Q are shown in the figure. Bar diagram, profit percentage is given over the period from 2003 to 2018. If the two companies have invested a fixed and equal amount every year. So since percentage are given, let us fix that both company have invested 100 every year. So what is the ratio of total revenue of P to total revenue of Q from 2013 to 18? So if we talk about P first, percentage profit is 10, 20, 30 and 40, 70 plus 40, 110 plus 50, 160 and plus 40, 200. So profit over the period of 6 years is 200% of rupees 100. 200% of rupees 100 is 200. That is the profit. And we need the revenue. We know that revenue is equals to profit plus investment or profit plus expenses. So expenses or investment in the 6 years, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 600 if we are assuming it as 100. So revenue of company P over the period of 6 years is 600 plus 200, that is 800. Now P6 for company Q. Q is in blue line. 20 plus 30 is 50. Then again 30, 80. And 50 is 130. 60 is 190. And 60 is 250. So profit is 250% of rupees 100. That is again 250. And investment made by this company is also 600 because it's same as company P. So revenue of company Q is 600 plus 250, that is 850. Now the question is, what is the ratio of total revenue of P and total revenue of Q? So revenue of P is to revenue of Q is 800 is to 850, that is 16 is to 17. Type in the answer, 16 is to 17. A pie diagram, and we know how pie diagram work, isn't it? The total expenditure of a family on different activities in a month is shown in the pie chart. The extra money spent on education is 15%. So let it be 15 rupees if total expenditure is 100. As compared to transport is 10. So extra money on education as compared to transport, the absolute difference is 15 minus 10, that is 5. Now that need to be divided by, as compared to, after 2 is transport, that would be divided by 10, and we need answer in percentages, that would be 50%. So extra money spent on education is 50% more than the money spent on transportation. Answer is C, 50. Okay, again a bar diagram. The following figure shows the data of students enrolled in 5 years from 2014 to 2018 for two schools P and Q. During this period, the ratio of average number of students enrolled in school P, okay, we are looking out for summation P by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, to the average of the difference of number of students enrolled in P and Q. That means we need summation of P minus Q by 5. This ratio we are looking out for. That means we are looking out for summation of P. Let's first find the summation of P. This is 3 and 5, 8 and 5, 13 and 6, 19 and 4, that is 23. So 23 in 1000. 23 is to difference between P and Q. So P is 23, Q would be 4 and 7, 11 and 8, 19 and 26 and 5 is 31. So 31 minus 23. 31 minus 23 would be 8. So answer is 23 is to 8. Type in the answer. We'll type in 23 is to 8. Okay, so we have a combined chart. We have a pie chart and a tabular data is also there. The monthly distribution of bulbs sold by firm X and Y from January to June 2018, that is for 6 months, is shown on the pie chart in percentages and the corresponding table. If the total number of LEDs sold by two firms from January to June is 50,000, so this total number is 50,000. Then the number of LED bulbs sold by firm Y from April to June, April, May, June, would be how much? Okay, so in April, 15% of 50,000 are sold and they need to be divided in the ratio of 3:2. 3:2 is 5, 15 by 5 is 3. That means for Y, it should be 6%. 6% of the total is the sale of bulbs by Y in April. Now total 10%, that is 5,000 sold in the ratio 1:4. Or 5,004 would be 4,000. We can say this. Here also let's calculate this. 6% of 5,000 is 3,000. Next is again 10%. 10% of 50,000 would be 5,000. 5,000 need to be divided in the ratio of 9:11. That is into 11 by 20. That would be 250 into 11. That would be 2750. So in June, firm Y have sold 2750 bulbs. So 437 and 2 9. 9750 bulbs are sold by firm Y from April to June. That is in option B. Okay, again a multiple bar diagram. The bar graph shows the data for the students who appeared and passed in an examination for 4 school PQRS. Okay, appeared and passed. The average of success rate in percentage of these 4 schools. So the success rate means how many are passed divided by number of people or student appeared in 200. So for school P, it would be 280 by 500 into 100. That would be 56%. For school Q is 330 by 600 into 100. 6 would be 55%. PQR, school R, 455 by 700 into 100. 7 6 is 42 and 35, 65%. And S is 240 by 400. That is 60%. Okay, now we need the total, and when we divide by 4, we'll get the average of success rate. 16, 1, 18 and 23, 236%. Average would be 236 divided by 4, that is 5 times and 9. 59% is the average success rate of these 4 schools that feature in option C. Thank you everyone for participating. This is Mohit Jain signing off from MJ's Maths and Stats. That's MJ Magic Studio to you. And on this note, that I'll come back very soon with few questions on reasoning or cons, and like actual questions of Infosys, Goldman Sachs and Accenture are all lined up. You know that very soon I will be sharing those questions with you, whatever we have got in this season of February. So March would be an entire dedication for Infosys, Accenture and Goldman Sachs, and TCS will never go bad. TCS never fades, so it's always there. Stay connected, subscribe to the channel, you know that. Please do that, like, comment and share. And if you like what we people are doing and to appreciate our efforts, do ask people to subscribe and keep sharing the content. Thank you again for participating. I'll see you soon.